Your forecast first, sponsored by Children's Hospital of Illinois, the largest full-service children's hospital in downstate Illinois.
Hey, you know what? Despite a lot of high clouds on the Boersberry Lofts, the Skycamis, Peoria, lots of sunshine out there. It's helping to boost the temperatures. We're in the low 70s right now, making it to the middle 70s in a couple of hours. It's going to be the high for today, sun and clouds. Cooling to the upper 60s, 5 o'clock this evening. I'm talking about a huge cool down in our near future. Details are coming up in about 10 minutes. But first, WMBD News at noon starts right now.
I heard a loud noise and looked towards the square, and I felt a concussion. I'm probably 12 to 15 blocks away.
I just hope and pray everybody else is okay.
Coming up on WMBD News at noon, a deadly blast in Canton. A gas explosion ripples through the central Illinois city.
Plus, we're learning more about the man killed as we get a better look at the scene in Canton during the daylight hours.
And a chilling anniversary in the city of Washington, 3 years to the day after a deadly tornado. And we begin our team coverage at noon today. WMBD is still on the scene of the deadly explosion last night in Canton.
Alyssa Paldo is live for us now as we're getting an update from local authorities. Alyssa, what's the latest?
Hey guys, yeah, just bricks and glass and paperwork debris remains here where that explosion happened just before 6 last night. And right there at the site, you can see just total devastation. The picture, guys, really tells the story here. Ameren crews were called here for the report of a gas leak when this explosion occurred. We've now learned that 38-year-old Arturo Sylvia Jr. from Mapleton, an Ameren, Illinois employee, has died. 11 others were injured and sent to the hospital, but just one of them is still there getting treatment today. Now, we've talked to many people out here, and this is one of the cases where the community is really coming together to mourn and rebuild, facing their new reality downtown here. Now, we've heard a lumber store kept their doors open late into the night to help business owners board up, and there are so many other stories just like that one of people here in Canton coming together in the aftermath of this explosion. And we'll, of course, remain out here and be sure to bring you the very latest as we learn more. But for now, live out here in Canton, Alyssa Paldo, WMBD News. Back over to you guys.
Alyssa, thanks. Authorities will be holding another news conference at 3 p.m. in Canton. Earlier this morning, one was held at Graham Hospital in Canton. There we learned the smell of gas was reported at 4:10 p.m. yesterday. Ameren crews were on scene 3 minutes later. We know one Ameren crew member was killed, as Alyssa mentioned, in the blast just before 6. 3 other Ameren crew members were hospitalized. We learned 2 have been released. Ameren officials say the utility works as a tight-knit family, and they are devastated for the loss of one of their own.
The utility business is a very close business. I mean, when you hear about family, it truly is a family. And we'd ask that the prayers be with those folks as well and their families for a very quick recovery.
At last check, the power was still out for about 60 Ameren customers. The gas was still shut off for about 115 businesses and homes. The police chief says they will work with the businesses to get back in shape. But for now, they are asking business owners and the community to cooperate with officials as they work to assess and clear the mess.
Meanwhile, Illinois State Police say they are continuing to secure and board up properties nearby the explosion site. The downtown square is still closed. There's a scheduled business property owners and insurance meeting that is happening right now at Canton American Legion on South 4th Avenue. Displaced residents can contact the Salvation Army Red Kettle line for assistance. The number 309-232-8774. Ameren is working to restore gas and electric to those in the area without that at this time. And for the latest coverage from the deadly blast last night, visit our website, ciproud.com.
New at noon, one person is dead following a fire at the Hilltop Mobile Home Park in Bloomington. It broke out around 8 this morning. It happened in the 400 block of Avenue G. Neighbor Becky Petta saw smoke coming out of the windows. She describes what another man did in response to the fire.
We saw smoke coming out of the side and the windows and a little bit at the top. And I went up to bang on the side of the house to see if anybody would hear us.
Now, neighbors say Jean Miller owned the home and lived there with her son. A person close to the investigation says the son was in his 50s. The cause is under investigation.
Today also marks the 3-year anniversary of the deadly tornado in Washington, Illinois. On November 17, 2013, an EF4 tornado tore through the central Illinois city, destroyed hundreds of homes, and took the lives of 3 people. Now the city is mostly rebuilt. Mayor Gary Manier says he was unsure that the city was going to bounce back from the disaster like it has.
We're looking at, maybe 7 lots that we're not sure what's going to happen with, and we have 159 new homes that were built outside the tornado zone, so our population has actually increased. We're real worried about if people rebuild and how quickly they rebuild. It's just been remarkable.
And a reminder, tonight's remembrance ceremony for the 3rd anniversary of the tornado at Crossroads United Methodist Church has been canceled. East Peoria and Pekin will not be doing any ceremonies tonight either.